Thor, Ragnarok Review. A quirky take on by the book's fantasy hero Thor. Solid enough, but this feels like a footnote in the crowded Marvel Cinematic Universe. For nearly a decade, the Marvel comic universe has flourished in film by striking a very gentle balance between serious and silly. Heart and sarcasm appear in equal measure between Marvel's many epic superhero fist fights. These films take no shame in laughing at their odd, over-serious origins and do so with obvious love and reverence for their source material. Yet there comes a time when even that kind of solid filmmaking starts to feel rote, and that's the unfortunate place Thor: Ragnarok lands. It's by no means a bad film, and it's more nimble, entertaining, and likable than Marvel's lesser but still fine films of late and Man, Avengers, Age of Ultron. In spite of solid performances, appreciably kooky content, and a few scene stealers, this third Thor film ultimately feels disposable, as opposed to a full-of-stakes entry like Captain America, Civil War, or a wow that was fun blast like Spider-Man, Homecoming. Not just the god of hammers. Chris Hemsworth's Thor appears at the film's outset trapped in a cage rattling off a goofy previously on Thor recap. He describes everything to the audience in a schlocky 70s serial way, but also to show to the skeleton in his cage. Thus, Thor: Ragnarok wastes no time cranking up its camp factor, which continues as he endures a prepare for the world's end rant from the massive demon Surtur. Thor repeatedly asks Surtur to pause his rant because he's slowly spinning around while hanging from a mess of chains. "I feel like we had something there," Thor says while waiting for eye contact to return. "That sort of thing." In list form, the film's silliness reads like a barrage of comic relief moments. When Thor needs help during his early battle with Surtur, he's stuck waiting for one of Asgard's Nupians, Scourge, to finish flirting with scantily clad hangers-on. When Thor finally returns to his home of Asgard with a trophy of sorts, he has to wait for a play to conclude that celebrates the life of wicked brother Loki, complete with a "yeah, that was hilarious" cameo. And when Thor and Loki, again played by Tom Hiddleston, rush to find their father, Odin, we're dropped into a goofy Doctor Strange montage in which Benedict Cumberbatch screws with both brothers' heads with mental riddles and physical wizardry. This is all in the first 20 minutes. This levity continues the more light-hearted attitude we saw in Thor: The Dark World, and it's all welcome stuff, with Hemsworth and Hiddleston each getting a ton of room in the script to flex their comedic muscles. I would argue that Loki is finally the more interesting brother this time around, since he divides his time in the film between obvious villainy, surprising heroism, and general anarchy. The script lets Loki betray his allegiances at a moment's notice and logically grounds how other characters react. That's an impressive balance. Hemsworth, on the other hand, has the tough act of following Tom Holland's incredible Spider-Man: Homecoming performance this summer. All of Thor's cute, charming, and snarky moments just feel like a Peter Parker personality slapped onto a much older, wiser hero. As a result, there's something ever so slightly off in terms of theme, though Hemsworth still capably steers Thor: Ragnarok as its driving protagonist. Cate Blanchett joins the cast as Hela, Thor and Loki's older sister, who emerges as an unstoppable evil force. Her long-ago banishment by Father Odin has ended, and now she has come to take over Asgard and its people. Thor has finally met his match. And at first, this part of the film is particularly intriguing. What's Thor to do when he meets a foe so powerful? She renders his every superpower, particularly his insanely heavy hammer, totally moot. Without giving too much away, Thor and friends come to find that this super high-stakes premise is moot. That's a shame, because Blanchett is at her best when she drinks heavily from a cup of pure, unstoppable evil. "Kneel before your queen," she snarls, and you can practically smell the heavy fragrance of death between each slowly uttered word. She operates as much with an endless arsenal of CGI-boosted knives as she does driving fear into the hearts of anyone she meets. One thing that mutes her impact, however, is her use of an innocent pawn to carry out her dark errands. From the moment this side plot unfolds, it's obvious that this person is going to eventually save the day.